Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading, and as you know, it may not resonate with all Cancer individuals, but this is your reading, and I'm asking for new energies to come in for Cancer. I always look for a positive reading, but you know, if it doesn't come out that way, we will work through it. Tarot is here to help, not to hinder. Four of Swords in reverse, trying to come out of taking a break, maybe recuperating from an illness, some of you. Some of you just from stress. Some of you needed that break or need a break to recover from whatever you were going through. The Four of Swords in reverse is somebody basically trying to come out of taking that break. Or maybe they should. Current environment, Judgment. To me, it's like someone taking making a decision to do what they need to do to move forward. It's making a positive evaluation of where you need to be. Whereas crossing it, the Moon, maybe you don't trust the judgments that you need to make, or maybe you're afraid you'll make the wrong judgment with it crossing it. For some of you, you could have been judged wrong. What's crowning you is the King of Pentacles. This can be an earth element, or it could be someone that's not feeling like real stable in life. It could be that some of you may be on the outs with a King of Pentacles. Sometimes they're a little older than you, but usually when I see the King of Pentacles in reverse, they're I don't want to say they're non-committal, but they haven't made a decision on certain situations in their life where it brings stability. Foundation is the Seven of Pentacles. Looking backwards, it's not reversed, but you're looking back at past failures or things that did not work out and thinking, what is the next step? In the past, maybe things weren't being worked on the way they were supposed to. There was some imbalance in your life. Now, we'll be clarifying these with the second question, deck. I use a different deck to ask another question. Some call it clarifiers. I ask a second question. And so it may change this whole situation up, the spread, so bear with me. Near future, you may be dealing with a Page of Swords. It can be an air energy, or it could be just messages that are pretty quick and on the go. Some of you can be dealing with a younger type air sign, but I see this mostly as messages coming in that are pretty quick and something needs to be done, or maybe you're sending this message. Possible future outcome and advice from the universe. Manifest what you're wanting to manifest. You have the tools and the knowledge to do so. What is coming towards you, the outside environment beyond your control, is a Two of Cups situation in reverse. Maybe you're not having the love with somebody that you're wanting. Maybe you're not having the partnerships or emotional bond that you need from somebody. You know, they're on the outside. They're not showing a whole lot of love in a way. Your hopes and fears is the Ace of Cups. Maybe you're fearing you won't get a new beginning of the emotional nature. Something has to do with love, kindness, and friendships. Maybe you're afraid to start something new with somebody, or they're afraid to start something new with you. We will clarify and find out what's going on. In the end, Six of Pentacles, there's going to be a little give and take. You may feel like right now there isn't. You may even feel a little judged by others, and in a not so good way. But it doesn't necessarily mean it has to stick. You can sit there and do something about this. Now, the subject at hand is Judgment, and the Moon is crossing it. Judgment in the upright, the Moon crossing it. Why are you there? For Cancer, what's going on? You're disappointed in something. You're disappointed in the way people are treating you and the way they look at you with the Five of Cups. You're disappointed in this. Judgment in the upright, Moon crossing it, Five of Cups, clarifying why you're there. Yeah, Judgment again. You're thinking someone's just judging you wrong. Maybe people just don't understand you. Maybe you're judging people wrong. Go vice versa. Now, What crowns you or the goal is the King of Pentacles in reverse. We already discussed what the possibilities of that were or are. So King of Pentacles in reverse while you're there for Cancer. That's what crowns them, or the goal. Queen of Wands, dealing with some negative energies of people. And I do see where they may be judging you or you're judging them. Queen of Wands can be a fire sign. Again, could be an older fire sign or someone established. So King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, both in reverse while you're there for Cancer. Trying to take in the whole energy. Yeah, someone's feeling abandoned and left out and kind of, in a way, not having enough with the Five of Pentacles in the upright. The foundation is the Seven of Pentacles, as it is in the upright. Someone looking at past failures and thinking about what their next move may be. It has to do with stability, sometimes finances. Yeah, you're looking at a past failure and how you can begin again. If something like you started something or wanted to start something and it just went amok, so Seven of Pentacles in the upright, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, while you're there for Cancer is the foundation. Yeah, and you may even try to resurrect a situation. You think, can I fix this or can I not fix it? Is it totally over with Death in reverse? I'm thinking this is mostly thoughts with you also. But in the past, you got Temperance, something just quit working with you. You felt an imbalance and maybe you got rid of it, or maybe it just, went south. So the Temperance in reverse while you're there for Cancer in the past. And you may have to drop something because you needed a change with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Temperance in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse while you're there for Cancer in the past. While you're there. With the King of Pentacles, Earth sign. Yeah, that twice in this spread, so it must be important. And it must stand out with you. So some of a balance with the King of Pentacles. In the near future, you may be sending a message or getting a message or dealing with, like I said, an air sign, maybe a younger air sign, someone young at heart. So Page of Swords in the upright while you're there for Cancer in the very near future. Tower situation. You hear of a tower situation. Tower situations leave things change. Something you weren't expecting. Something a little shocking sometimes. But it's also someone telling you, like I said, news of something you just weren't expecting. And it came across pretty abruptly. So Page of Swords, a tower in the very near future for Cancer. Why are you there? Why are you there? You felt like someone manipulated a situation with the Magician in reverse. You got that twice, but this one is about advice and possible future outcome, and it's in the upright. But this has to do with manipulation, a trickster type situation. You felt like maybe you were even manipulated in some way to act on something, maybe when you're not ready. Now, possible future outcome or advice from the universe is the Magician, as I said. And the Magician is in the upright. The universe is telling you, you have the tools and the knowledge to fix this situation. It's up to you. So the Magician in the upright while you're there as a possible future outcome. And it can be if you take on the energy or advice while you're there. If you take the advice, against the Queen of Swords, possibly against the air sign or someone with abrupt messages or sharp words, someone possibly older. Again, it doesn't have to be an air sign. These do not be signs, but the impressions people are giving. So it says, take control, manifest what you're wanting against possible sharp attitudes from other people, or even an air sign sometimes. So the Magician in the upright, Queen of Swords in reverse while you're there as a possible future outcome or advice from the universe. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Yeah, work on this situation possibly with this failure, because there it is again. We get a lot of double cards here. This is a Seven of Pentacles. This is work and manifest on failed situations and overcome them because you're able to. Now, as the outside environment or what is coming towards you is the Two of Cups in reverse. So someone did not work well with you, with their emotions. Maybe you feel like they're not showing you a lot of love. It's an outside environment where you were not in control of this. It's on them. So the Two of Cups in reverse while you're there for Cancer, as the outside environment was coming towards them. Ace of Wands, yeah, they're not showing you a lot of passion or emotional feelings that you approve of. Two of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. Why are you there? For Cancer, as the outside environment was coming towards them. Yeah, they're holding back. Somebody's held back stuff from you. And it wasn't very kind. It's kind of abrupt. Maybe you felt like a little left out, because I do see that as your goal. You're feeling a little left out, or it crowns you. You can remove that from your life. Don't let this get to you, because you have the Magician and able to manifest. It's saying more or less to start working on what you're wanting. So, hopes and fears is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Why are you there? As the hopes and fears for Cancer. You're afraid that, yeah, you're afraid the things that you're working so hard for that you will not get back. You will not get back what you put out. You know, with the Ace of Cups, it's like you're not getting the emotional support that you were supposed to get in work or in stability in life. So the Ace of Cups in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in the upright. While you're there for Cancer. And the hopes and fears. Yeah, and you're wanting a new beginning. You're wanting to start something fresh and new. And in some ways, you may not even think about jumping into it. But you're wanting something new. You're just wanting a fresh start. So, in the very end, you got the Six of Pentacles. And it's like give and take, helping others and others helping you. You scratch my back, I scratch yours type situations sometimes, but not necessarily always. I need another card. So Six of Pentacles in the upright. While you're there's a final outcome for Cancer. Yeah, communications are going to open up, and there's going to be some give and take. So, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, both in the upright. While you're there for Cancer as the final outcome. Why are you there? Yeah, and you're going to get wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. So even though, you know, to overcome all this, you're doing good. You're doing good considering it was a rough start. Okay, so Judgment there, making the right decisions against something you felt was a little deceptive. You were disappointed, and you yourself may judge against that or the situation. People don't matter. What crowns you, you're trying to regain stability, maybe dealing with somebody that feel like they don't have stability, but someone was feeling a little left out and they're trying to regain their finances and trying to figure out what to do, as it's showing also as the foundation of you looking at failures that did not work out, thinking, should I restart this? Should I make an offer? Should I try to resurrect the situation? You're going back and forth in your head about that because something became unbalanced, something changed, someone possibly dropped the ball. In the near future, you may get a sharp words and something you weren't expecting, but don't worry. You know, even though it's something that was a little manipulative, you will be able to manifest this energy if you take it on, of overcoming failures over possibly a Queen of Swords energy. It could be an air sign, but I'm thinking it's someone who it was kind of an abrupt situation. What's outside environment, like I said, beyond your control. Someone wasn't showing a lot of love and passion towards you, and they're kind of holding back, and that's basically what that means. And you are hoping to work hard on a new beginning and jump into something, even though you possibly did not get that new love or new emotional type situation or friendships that you were expecting. In the end, someone does work with you or you work with them. Communications open up, and you get wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. You do move on from troubled waters. Your ships do eventually come in. You are looking for them. And it has to do with the King of Wands. The King of Wands energy can be a fire sign, but not necessarily. Just someone with a little bit older than you with a lot of passion. And or someone more mature. I hate to say older. I shouldn't say that. But this is your reading. It's a great reading. I see it more or less the universe saying, if you do a little give and take in your own life and what you're wanting to do, open up communications with somebody or something, you can get your wish fulfillment. And the Magician allows you to manifest situations. Don't let the Tower disrupt you, because it's going to work itself out. Okay? And I'll talk to you later. Bye.